Hi guys, welcome back. Today we have an energizing vinyasa flow. We'll be moving through a series of standing sequences designed to help us build energy in the body and help us carry a sense of clarity and strength throughout the rest of our day. So grab your water and let's get started. We'll begin in a wide-legged child's pose on our mats, allowing those big toes to come together, knees wide apart, and maybe we go ahead and walk those hands out in front of our mat and really sink down into this position. Connecting with your breath here. Maybe on the next inhale, you push yourself up to a tabletop position. Hands below those shoulders, knees below those hips. And begin to find any fluid movement here. So maybe you go ahead and start to drop those hips back towards the heels, warming up your spine, changing direction. Embrace the cracks and pops, especially if your body's just waking up. And let's go ahead and find that neutral spine. We'll take a few rounds of cat and cow. So as we inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin for cow. And as we exhale, we round the spine, tuck the chin to chest for cat. Inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. One more time, we inhale for cow. And exhale, come back into your cat. Returning to that neutral spine, we'll go ahead and take a couple thread the needles. So we inhale, lift that right arm up to the sky, gaze at those fingers. Exhale, thread and hover that right arm over the mat. We inhale, push back up, sweeping that arm to the sky. Exhale, thread and hover. One more time, we inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, thread and allow that right shoulder to fall down onto the mat. Left hand can stay planted here at that right angle, or maybe you go ahead and sweep it up and around, placing it on your lower back. Inhaling here. Exhale, soften into this pose. Inhale. And exhale, go ahead and place that left hand back down onto the mat. On the next inhale, we sweep that right arm back up to the sky, gaze at the fingers. And exhale, plant it down onto the mat, returning to your tabletop position. Same thing, left side. We inhale, sweep that left arm up, maybe gaze at those fingertips. Exhale, thread and hover. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, thread and hover. Last time, we inhale, sweep that left arm up. Exhale, thread, and this time allow your left shoulder to fall down onto the mat. Maybe we sweep that right arm up and around, placing it on that lower back. Inhale. Exhale, soften here. Inhale. And exhale, go ahead and bring that right hand back to the mat. We inhale, sweep that left arm up to the sky. And exhale, return to tabletop. Take anything else you might need here before we move into our first downward dog of the practice. Maybe you find a couple more rounds of cat and cow. Any fluid movement that you think you might need. And when you're ready, we'll inhale, tucking those toes. Walk those hands out slightly in front of you. And exhale, send it back into your first downward dog of the practice. Take some time, reconnect with your breath, pedal it out here. Maybe you try to take some of those spinal rolls, inhaling, coming into a high plank, and exhale, pushing back into your down dog. Inhale, we come up onto those tippy toes. Exhale, try to drop the heels towards the mat. On empty, we'll walk those feet to hands at the top of our mat. We inhale here, a halfway lift, flat back, draw those shoulder blades together. Exhale, we fold. Slowly on our next inhale, we're going to roll ourselves up to stand. Sweeping those arms up and over. Exhale, bring those hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep those arms back up. Exhale, we bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back. Take your first vinyasa. Lowering down, untuck those toes. We inhale, roll the shoulders back, pushing up into cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, back into your downward facing dog. Moving through the sun A here. We'll take this 2 times before we move into our standing sequences. Inhale, maybe we come up onto those toes. Exhale, drop the heels towards the mat. On empty, feet to hands, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, high, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, chaturanga. Inhale for cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome job. Hopefully your body is feeling a little bit more awake. We'll start to move quickly here. On your next empty breath, walk those feet to meet your hands. We inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, sweep those arms up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. We'll start to move through our standing sequence. So let's flow. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, we bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back. Take your chaturanga. Inhale for cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Starting on our right side, right leg sweeps up on the inhale. Exhale, step that right foot between your hands. Drop that left knee down, untuck the toes. We inhale, sweep those arms up. And exhale, straighten and hover to hold here. We inhale. Exhale, stay. Inhale, back up. Exhale, plant the hands, framing that right foot. Tuck that left toe. Step your right foot back. Chaturanga. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Moving quickly on to our left side. We inhale, sweep that left leg up to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Hands are framing that left foot. Drop that right knee, untuck those toes. We inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, straighten and hover to hold here for 1 breath. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, back up. Exhale, plant those hands, framing the left foot. Tuck those right toes, step the left back to meet the right. Take your vinyasa. Inhale for cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hopefully you can feel that heat starting to move through your body, waking us up. Breathing here in your downward dog for another breath. When you're ready, walk those feet to meet your hands at the top of the mat. We inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, sweep those arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center, release a sigh. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, chaturanga. Inhale for cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Same thing, but we're adding on this time. Inhale, sweep that right leg up. Exhale, step it through those hands. Drop that left knee. Untuck the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, straighten and hover. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, plant the hands, but this time walk that right foot on the outside of that right hand. Untuck those left toes. Lift that left knee. Keeping that left hand planted, we inhale, sweep that right arm up to the sky. Stay here, or on the exhale, maybe you roll into the outer edge of that left foot, stepping back into your side plank. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale towards your high plank. Inhale, lower down to your forearms. And exhale, walk your feet towards your elbows, coming into your dolphin pose. Option to stay here. Maybe you take 3 rounds of our dolphin push-ups. So we inhale, we come up. Exhale, lower back down. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last time. Inhale up. And exhale, lower back down. Walk those feet back towards the end of your mat. Back in our forearm plank. We inhale back up to high plank. Exhale, take your chaturanga. Nice job. You're so strong. You should be ending in your downward facing dog on the exhale. Release an audible sigh if that feels good. We're moving on to the left. Same thing. Downward dog, left side. We inhale, sweep the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, step it through those hands. Lower that right leg down to the mat. Untuck the right toes. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, straighten and hover, half splits. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, plant the hands down into the mat. Tuck the right toes. Walk that left foot on the outside of that left hand. Keeping the right hand planted this time, we inhale, open the left arm up to the sky. Stay here on the exhale, or maybe you roll onto that outer edge of that right foot this time, coming into your side plank. Here for 2 breaths. Keep breathing. Inhale, reach a little bit higher. Exhale into your high plank. Inhale, lower down onto your forearms. Exhale, walk those feet towards your elbows, dolphin pose here. Again, 3 rounds of dolphin push-ups. We inhale, come up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Last time, inhale, up. And exhale down to those forearms, walking those feet back to your forearm plank. Inhale back into your high plank. Exhale, take your vinyasa. Inhale for cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Connect with your breath here. All right, we inhale, come up onto those toes. Exhale, drop the heels towards the mat. On empty, feet to hands at the top of your mat. Before we move back up to Tadasana, go ahead and take a wide-legged forward fold, walking those feet out hip-width distance. Maybe taking opposite elbows in our ragdoll, allowing your head to hang heavy here. And just find a gentle swaying motion. Unclenching your jaw. Maybe shaking your head yes and then shaking it no. Anything that feels good for another breath. All right, release those elbows. Walk those feet back. We inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, sweep those arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We have one more flow before we do a final breath to movement. So stay with me and let's flow. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step or jump back into your chaturanga. Inhale for cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, right foot between those hands. Drop that left knee, untuck the left toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, straighten and hover for that half split. Inhale, sweep the arms back up. Exhale, plant the hands on the inside of that right foot. Walk the right foot a little bit closer to that right edge of your mat. Tuck those left toes, lift the left knee. We inhale, sweep that right arm up to the sky. Exhale, stay here. On the next inhale, you're going to use your right arm to sweep yourself up to a reverse high lunge. So as we inhale, pull yourself up to standing, reversing that palm, sinking back into that lunge. Breathing here, you're so strong. Gaze is up at my left hand. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, we rotate over to our warrior two. Right foot is in front still. Breathing here. This is intense. Double check your heel to arch alignment here. And make sure those arms are in line. We'll stay here for another breath. Inhale. Exhale. On the next inhale, go ahead and straighten that front leg. Exhale, reach forward, dropping that right arm, coming into our triangle, our Trikonasana pose. Breathing here, try to avoid locking that front knee. Option to put a block here if you need to add a little extra length. One more inhale. And exhale, sweep that left arm down to frame your right foot with your opposite hand. Maybe take a gentle step forward with that left foot. Inhaling, halfway lift here. Exhale, pyramid pose. 2 breaths here. Hands can stay here, or maybe you try to grab opposite wrist or opposite elbow. Inhale. Exhale, plant those hands, framing your right foot. Step the right foot back, taking your chaturanga. Inhale for cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome job, guys. We have one more side before we do breath to movement, and then we'll be on our backs. You're doing fantastic. So on the left, we inhale, sweep that left leg up to the sky. Exhale, step it through between your hands. Drop that right knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, straighten and hover, half split. Inhale, back up. Exhale, plant the hands on the inside of that left foot, walking that foot closer to the left side of your mat. Tucking the right toes, lifting that right knee. We inhale, sweep that left arm up to the sky. Exhale to stay. On the next inhale, we'll go back into our reverse high lunge. So get some momentum on your next breath to sweep yourself up. Woo! A little wobbly, that's okay. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Gazing up at that right hand. One more breath here. We inhale. And exhale, rotate into your warrior two. Check that heel to arch alignment. Arms are in line. We inhale. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, straighten that left leg this time. Exhale, reach that left arm forward, falling in to our Trikonasana, left side. Again, try not to lock that front knee, keeping a micro bend here. Gazing up at that right hand. Imagine someone's trying to pull you up. One more breath here. And as we exhale, bring that right arm down to frame that left foot with your left hand. Maybe step that right foot a little forward. We inhale, halfway lift. Exhale into your pyramid pose. Again, hands can stay here, framing the foot, or maybe you go ahead and take opposite wrists or opposite elbows if that feels good. One more breath. And on your next exhale, bring those hands down, framing the foot, stepping it back, taking your chaturanga. Inhale for cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's inhale together through the nose and exhale out an audible sigh. We're so close, guys. On your next empty breath, walk those feet to hands at the top of your mat. We inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Sweep those arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last time through, breath to movement. So we'll be moving a little bit faster this time. We inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, chaturanga. Inhale for cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's flow. We inhale, sweep that right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Drop that left knee, untuck the left toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, straighten and hover, half splits. Inhale, back up. Exhale, plant the hands on the inside of that right foot. Lifting the left leg. Inhale, sweep that right arm up to the sky. Exhale, reverse high lunge. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to straighten that front leg. Exhale into your Trikonasana, triangle pose. Inhale here. Exhale, bringing that left hand down to frame the right foot, stepping the left foot closer to the right. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, pyramid pose. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right back to meet the left, taking your vinyasa. Awesome job. One more side. Ending in our downward dog. Find your breath. Let's flow. We inhale, sweep that left leg up. Exhale, step it between those hands, lowering that right knee down to the mat, untucking the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, half split. Inhale, sweep the arms back up. Exhale, plant the hands on the inside of that left foot, moving the left foot closer to the left side of that mat. Lifting the right knee and tucking the right toes. We inhale, sweep the left arm up to the sky. Exhale, reverse high lunge. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, we open warrior two. Awesome job. Inhale, straighten that left leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop that right arm to frame the left foot. Step that right foot forward. We inhale to lengthen. Exhale into your pyramid pose. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left back to meet the right, and take your vinyasa. Meeting in downward dog. And eventually dropping your knees, coming into your child's pose. We're nearly finished, my friends. Good job. Maybe allow that forehead to drop down onto the mat here in your child's pose. Breathing here. Hopefully you can feel the energy flowing through your body, awakening your mind now. I invite you to slowly walk your hands closer to your knees, lifting your forehead off the mat. And when you get there, bring your knees together. Hands can come onto the thighs. And allow yourself to just fall to one side, sweeping those legs in front of you. And maybe scooching a little further up on your mat. And as we move on to our backs, You can keep the soles of the feet planted into the mat. Arms are out, framing our knees, palms facing together. And as we inhale, we can begin to round our spine, tucking the chin. And exhale with control, slowly lower down onto our backs. Bring those feet a little closer. Allow the fingertips to just graze the backs of the heels. And we'll take 2 rounds of bridge pose here. So as we inhale, send the hips up to the sky. Maybe interlace those hands underneath your back. Engage the inner thighs. Pressing into all 4 corners of those feet here. We inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale. And on the next exhale, release your hands, planting those palms into the ground and slowly lower back down to your mat. Bring those knees in for a gentle squeeze. We'll take 1 more round of bridge pose here. So when you're ready, planting the soles of your feet back into the mat, make sure your fingertips can graze those heels. We'll be in our next bridge for 5 breaths. So as we inhale, send those hips up to the sky. Maybe interlace those hands once more, rolling those shoulders under. Breathing here for 5. For 4. 3. 2. You can do it. And 1. We inhale. Exhale. Release yourself down to the mat. Bring those knees in towards your chest once more. Inhale. And exhale. We can come into our happy baby here. Grabbing the outer edges of our feet, keeping that sacrum, the lower back, planted firmly into the mat, allowing yourself to find some playful movement here, rocking side to side, massaging your back. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and bring those knees back in. Maybe inhale, bring that head closer to your knees. And as you exhale, release those legs out long on your mat. Arms come overhead. And we'll go ahead and take a full body stretch here. So we inhale, reach those legs and arms in opposite directions as if you're just waking up for the first time this morning. Fill your lungs with air. And as you exhale, release an audible sigh. Let those arms fall down by your side. Palms faced up, feet out to the outer edges of your mat. Breathing here. And as you enter Shavasana, take this moment to feel the energy running through your body. This feeling of lightness and vitality within you. Let that energy guide you into your final resting pose as you release control of your breath and allow yourself to find some stillness here in your Shavasana. When you're ready, begin to find some movement in your body. Maybe deepening your breath first and then wiggling your toes and fingers when you're ready. Maybe we reach those arms overhead, taking another full body stretch, inhaling through the nose and exhaling an audible sigh. On the next inhale, maybe you bring those knees in towards your chest, giving yourself a big hug and a gentle rock side to side. Exhaling over to one side when you feel ready. And slowly and comfortably making your way up to a seated position on your mat. Eyes can stay gently softened here. Maybe we go ahead and take some gentle neck rolls over to the left and then over to the right and back to neutral. Let's inhale, sweeping those arms overhead, reaching up, lengthening that spine. And exhale, bringing those hands together at heart center. As we close this practice, let this fresh source of energy awaken you, guiding you forward, ready to move through the rest of your day with clarity and with strength. Inhale, bring our thumb knuckles to our third eye center. And as we exhale, we can bow forward, and together we say, Namaste. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day.